Last Most Haunted live event. Was it 1, the 7 Sisters of Sin, 2, the 5 Fickle Fingers of Fate, or 3, the 8 Faces of Evil? If you think you know, get on the phone right now and call me. Here's the number: 09012 933 666. That's 09012 933 666. Calls cost £1 from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles considerably more. Over 18s only, please, and remember to seek the bill payer's permission before calling, and entries close at midnight on Sunday the 24th of January. Entries made after closing time will not be counted but may still be charged. The phone number again, just in case you missed it: 09012 933 666. That's 09012 933 666. You can't enter if you're on the Republic of Ireland, by the way, but good luck to everyone else. Details of the competition on mosthauntedlive.net. Fine, I'll leave you with a couple of messages. Tony from Barnet says, "Hi team, I used to work at West Raynham with the RAF regiment in Forehanger from 88 to 92. That's where the audience are tonight. The cages at the side is where we kept our kit locked, and we used to use also small crew rooms. We'd often get locked in these cages for no apparent reason, and then we couldn't get out. They often reckoned it was a ghost called Stan, who used to haunt the location and push and poke people in the hangar." Tony and Barnet, thank you for that message. We'll find out whether the audience experienced that tonight. And finally, lots of response about the hospital. A lot of you saying who worked here that you felt it was haunted. For example, as a medic, the stories were always about the medical facility. When I went there to work, the decontamination area held an air of menace. Tonight, team, be careful, is the message. From Interactive, that's it for the moment. More later. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian. Well, with us as part of the team, we are delighted to have parapsychologist, paranormal investigator Phil Wyman, who is here. Make him welcome, please. Phil's with us all night. Phil? We sometimes tease Dr. Kieran O'Keefe, like you're a paranormal investigator, and we say he's a sceptic and a doubting Thomas and a killjoy. But that's not really what you guys are about, is it? You're not sceptics.
Not at all. We try to be objective. I mean, if people have had experiences with the paranormal, we're not there to put you down. We're there to take in all the information and come to a rational explanation and hopefully give you a kind of a point of view that you might not have looked at.
So it's about science, not scepticism.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, we've had some fantastic help this week from our audience here. We've selected audience members to go out on different vigils to continue the investigation. And what were for you the standout moments involving the audience?
Well, obviously the willingness to get involved with the actual experiments we're doing, because people can get very nervous in an unknown situation, especially where ghosts are supposed to roam. But I think the vigil that stood out for me was last night's vigil with the Ouija board, because the two people took part. I didn't take part in the experiment at all, and the glass was moving all over the board, so that was really interesting.
An absolutely fascinating vigil so far. It's going to be a great night tonight. Thank you for the moment, Phil Wyman. Now, Yvette Fielding and the team are still in that hospital complex. Very haunted indeed, so rumour has it. We're going to find out what they've sensed after this break. Keep watching Most Haunted Live, The Silent Town, because we're back after this. Welcome back to Most Haunted Live, The Silent Town, the final night of a week-long investigation from the former RAF base West Raynham in Norfolk, and so far the results have been phenomenal. An awful lot of sound activity, some very violent, possibly poltergeist activity, and last night a Ouija board session that involved very lower than freezing temperatures, deeply, deeply cold temperatures, and an attack on a team member. Now, tonight the team have relocated to possibly the most important building, paranormally speaking, on the whole site. It is the hospital complex, and let's get straight back to the vigil right now.
Thank you very much, Paul. I hope your hand is feeling a little bit better. It's just something that we were just talking about here during the advert break, is that your hand was really very, very sore, and the scratch looks really very angry today. And we were discussing the fact just before you got scratched, you actually saw, you described a hook above, whose head was it? Was it your head? And we've had Fred Batt on the phone, who deals in demonology and so on, and was explaining to Carl that the hook is a symbol which is associated with Solomon's seal, and it appears to people, or is shown for ones who aren't protected. So that was, and then you got scratched. So we're just thinking that, and Chris said he does protection for the whole of the team before we come out, but he didn't do one for you, and we're just thinking that perhaps I believe there was something very negative in that room, and it just picked on you straight away. So anyway, I hope your hand is an awful lot better.
My hand's feeling better, but I might have words with Chris Conway upon his...
He's going to have words with you. I'd run. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you. We've been having, also during the break, Carl was looking like a shopkeeper here through this window. And as you were talking, I heard somebody go and clear that, but there's absolutely nobody behind him. We've been hearing moaning noises as well.
They picked up that discussion on webcam when they went around the webcams. We were actually talking about it.
Oh, right, okay, right. Shall we go down this way, all the way down? We've not been there before, yeah? No. Let's go. Okay. Everybody all right? Yeah. Brilliant. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now, Chris, you mentioned before we went to a break, you picked up on 3 women as we came in. Who are these 3 women?
There was 3 to start with, and then one joined them. So there's actually...
You all right, Robin? You okay?
Yeah.
What happened? Bloody torches are working. Where? Where is everybody? Is everybody here?
We're here, guys.
Jesus. Who? So, Robin, you were the last here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Couldn't say where it was, in this room somewhere, just around the door. Just...
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, your face. That sounded like someone's smacking glass, like a window. And we were not joking, but we were saying, wouldn't it be fantastic if all the windows went boom like that? How fabulous that would be. And it's just weird that noise is almost as if someone's trying to put a window through. That's what it sounded like.
Yep, definitely.
Didn't it?
I actually thought the window came through. It was that loud.
But there's nothing here.
No.
There's a few broken windows, but they look like old breaks.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Okay, Robin, you don't have to stay here on your own, you know. Are you sure? You're going to, we'll recreate it. You're not far behind us. Don't stay on your own, you know. Don't be a butch man. Okay, so we're talking about these women. We're recreating. Okay, so there were 2 women and then 1 person joined.
It seems to be every time I go to talk about... Every time I go to talk about anything that's not this thing down here...
Yeah.
It's as if it's drawing us back again.
Yeah.
It's about it wants attention on whatever's happening down there. But up here, as I was saying, it was 4 nurses as we arrived and they were welcoming us in.
Yeah.
There was 4 of them.
You're all right, you seem a bit nervy.
I'm a bit, not so much nervous up here, but I'm a wee bit...
About down there?
Yeah, my concentration's still on down there.
Right, okay.
Rather than nervous.
So this evil entity is down there.
Yeah.
It's not following us.
Yeah, there was more than one. I would say, without going through that door, which is where it's all happening, I don't know exactly how many, but there's definitely more than one. Definitely.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll have a bit of...
That's great.
What's through there, Carl? Oh, let's go down there. Yeah. Is it a room? It's just a room.
Why do I have to open these doors?
Oh, come on. You go first, I'll go second. But also, as well, as we're coming down... Oh, it's just a little cupboard. What? Oh, it's just an end of thingy. The hook's there.
Oh, it's obviously just a store thing.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Brian Shepherd drew a fantastic drawing of this place, and he shows something, a man coming out of the ground, and he's got sort of cuts all over his face, and he looks like he's screaming in absolute agony. But it looks like he's coming up and out, quite menacing. I think, yes, I think it looks quite menacing.
Yeah, it tie in.
It would tie in, yeah?
Definitely what I'm talking down
Okay.
there. Right, these four nurses.
Everybody keeps quiet, please.
Again, because of the time period we're talking about, I won't give their second names just now.
Okay, yeah.
But we've got Sarah, we've got Helen, we've got Marie.
Is that the cable?
That's us, Yvette.
Was it?
We're just moving all those hooks down to one side.
Oh, okay.
See if they move.
Okay.
We've got Sarah, we've got Helen, we've got Marie, and we've got Lou.
Okay.
Okay, these are the four nurses that are welcoming us into the place.
What's that? What was that? Carl?
Sorry?
Who was moving then? The whole wall, the whole wall vibrated.
We weren't there, we were here.
Did anybody hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
It was like it suddenly went...
It wasn't as the door was closed, was it? Let me close the door and see what you think.
No.
I came out only purely because I was moving around a lot because I had some cobwebs in my hair.
I can hear tapping. It's very faint, but it's there. What? You can hear whistling. Are you here?